Hello everyone, it's Sean from Sean's Travels, and here I am at Centennial Park in the winter. And the reason I'm approaching from this direction is because the road that leads to the entrance further that way is only wide enough for people to walk on. So I had to park closer to the mall over there and able to get to the park that way. So we'll be going in reverse the whole way on the trail. And you can see some of the landscape in the winter. Now, I know my phone display is much duller than my eyes can see. I forgot to use the digital camera, but I haven't got the text message yet from our apartment landlord that says they're done plowing and sanding, so I'm taking advantage to have a walk in the winter landscape where I've never filmed a winter video before. And this is Saturday, January 13th, in 2 days, 2024. In 2 days on Monday, I find out where I'm going to be posted to, at least verbally, from the career manager. And once I know, I'll let you know. And then there'll be the remaining 6 months in Deep River and find out where I will have to, arrange everything to have a new model building room in my new place. Now, there's two ways here, but you could go through there, but it's nice and undisturbed, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick to the trail. And we're at the tail end of the subdivision, which links right to the park, so that's good. And there's a whole part of the fence that's all roped off. Maybe it's some kind of, I don't know what it is. Oh, gravestones, see? You got that back in the spring. And of course the plaques are all snowed over and everything, So I'll come back when I have a bit more. Now, if you hear that sound in the background, that's actually the unfrozen part of the river, which you can see. Let me zoom in. You can see it right there between the trees. And that's the unzoomed part of the moving part of the Petawawa River. Here's the trail. We saw this in the spring. Then we go down the hill and we get to the park and you can see the tracks. So obviously just one person or two people have been here with their dog. So we join them. It's quite pretty on the trail. I'm taking a few pictures to determine which one will end up being the thumbnail. Hopefully it's when we get to the bottom of the hill and come out towards the park itself. So I'll be back when we do that. Well, you might as well get some pictures of the travel through the woods. I'm going to zoom in on that one. Ah, that's pretty right there. That's where the animals would go. Because you see no human tracks at all. But there is an interpretation sign about the Millennium Trail. You can see that approaching on the right. I'll get as close as I can and get the picture and zoom it in later. And lots of snow on the pine trees. I mean, it just stopped snowing about an hour ago, so that's why they picked today at noon to do the snow plowing and the sanding of our apartment parking lot. And because I've changed my channel to involve vlogs, which is what all the videos of Sean's neighborhood will be renamed into. There you go. There's a good thumbnail. Oh yeah, even better, look. The Petawawa River, see? With the trees in the background, and there's the expanse of the park itself. So that's good. You've got the whole park, and I will go right to that entrance beyond on the way to the water tower. And you'll see how the road turned out to be, well, truncated. Compressed in width so that you couldn't do anything. There's the little park gazebo. It's kind of nice. This is a whole tributary. Yeah. Because I'm sure that in the spring that was water right there. And you can get the landscape that we'll see when we go back. So I'll get those pictures on the way back. There's the Canada flag, and there's another gazebo thing. We're the only ones in the park today, so that's good. I don't have to interrupt the video. So I'll be back. All right, here we go. So we've got the park path now. There you are. Now, I first fell in love with city parks back in the St. Catharines days when I went to college. That was now more than 25 years ago. And I first discovered Lester B. Pearson Park in 2004. Went back with a friend in 2006, but I don't think I got pictures. But I did get pictures in May of 13. That's the same year that I went to the Lock 3 of the Welland Canal and got the videos and pictures of the ship, the big Great Lakes tanker going through the lock. You've seen that. That was filmed with a digital camera. I spliced all the videos together. And you can see how the trees still have some Christmas decorations on them. That looks like maybe like a crab apple tree or something. We're almost at the end of the park. You see how the monument is all covered with snow that was once, well, not covered with snow, it was spring. And that trail over there will lead all the way to the little point that looks out over to the river. So maybe that's a retaining wall way over there for the river, I'm not sure. And there was another park I passed by on the way where they were building a building like that. Now this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. This is where I parked in the spring. I came down that road. But the road is only wide enough for people to walk on, as you can see. You're not able to drive down here or utilize the parking lot. They haven't plowed it out. But you see, here's the winter landscape thumbnail. Now, get back a bit. Don't worry, it'll be cropped later. So, that's that. And we'll go back that way afterwards. But first you have to head this way, which takes you along the river, near towards the rapids that we encountered back in the spring. I didn't come here in the summer or fall. I didn't think of it. I probably should have. So we'll take the trail as far as we can, tie both parts of the park together in the winter, and that will be the video I release on Thursday night, the 19th, because once again I'm going to the Hobby Club meeting in Montreal, and if I miraculously get to that park in time, if I have time before the flea market opens, I just might go and get some video and pictures of that park just north of the flea market in the winter. And let's not forget, okay, so there's the Trail Builders sign. There is the river in the winter. So I'll go along the trail and come back when there's more landscape. Like that. See here how the park integrates with the neighborhood. So this here, if you took away the river and you replaced it with the Air Raiders landscape, which I also intend to visit this weekend, that's brilliant. You can get some video of the trail and everything of the Air Raiders landscape in the winter. Now, I know you went there in March of last year, so it's not exactly necessary because you've already done that. So I might have to think for Sean's Travels and Vlogs to release a travel video in the alternating week, so that's probably what I'm going to do. I mean, next five days from now will be the vlog that I'm filming right now, and a week after that will be a travel video of some sort from the past, and we'll just go like that because there's one video from 2022 and quite a lot of Sean's Neighborhoods videos from 2023 that haven't been released yet. Fall colors, early morning walks and everything, so I'll have to do that then. So approaching the person, so I'm going to pause for now and be back later. Alright, so here we go. More trees with the snow on them. It's really beautiful. And we're going to have a choice of thumbnails, but I try to pick the thumbnail that lists the location if I can. You can see the river faintly through the trees. We're at the count of 11 minutes. Alright, we're at 12 minutes now. So I'll come back when I get a better view of the river, if I can get close enough, given all the snowbanks. We're getting close to another sign, and I think we're getting close to a break in the tree line where I can see the rest. Oh yes, there you go. There's the rapids. There's the, see, the water moves too quickly for there to be much snow, keeping the river from moving. Good. And there's the other entrance of the park, but I'm glad I parked where I did. Oh, here's another information sign. Let's see if we can... What is this crazy thing? Just a second, it looks like some kind of... Alright, there's the information sign. This looks like some kind of strange sculpture garden or something. Look at that, it's like a brief diversion from the trail, see? And unless I'm mistaken, it's another, like you have sculptures and stuff here. Unless I'm mistaken, it's another building for the park itself, so we're getting quite close. So there's that picture. I don't know if I went all this way before, back in the spring. I'm not sure how far left of where I'd parked my car I actually traveled. You're approaching some kind of road. Oh, that's beautiful. And back on the trail again. We're coming up to some kind of building in the true end of the trail in every sense of the word. See, you're coming up to houses and stuff, so that's where I'm going to pause the video for now, and we start our return journey. Winter landscape. Uh-oh. Look at that. It goes further. So there's the pumping station. It goes a little further up to the road that leads to the base, so we might as well go the rest of the way. Just a couple hundred meters. So we're approaching the road now. I realize it's kind of redundant to have a motion capture picture of the video, you know, where you get a few seconds of video because the camera's moving around before you uploaded it. Wait a minute. This is the road to the base, right? It must be. Here's the map of the park and the neighborhood in the city in which the park is contained. That's quite large. Oh yeah, here we go. Sidewalk. Well, where's the rest of the sidewalk? Gotta be able to march up to the base somehow. Huh. Not from here. So I guess now we make our way back. I hope it doesn't take up 15 minutes of video going all the way back. All right, here we are, back, going down the trail again. There's a closer view of the river through the trees, with all the water flowing quite quickly. The earthy ridge line up there with the trees on it. Approaching the sculpture garden again. So that's quite something. I had to put my one glove on. My hands were getting cold. That's the thing about the digital camera. You don't actually need the gloves because it has physical controls. There's an info sign for the Petawawa River itself. Although it calls it Petawawa's River. Now the park benches, and that's where I tried to park, but there were a whole bunch of cars there earlier, like half an hour ago. So now we'll head down the trail, and you've seen this before, but it doesn't hurt to get another picture. It's a very gray day today, but at least it stopped snowing. Comes another info sign for the Millennium Trail. There, be cropped later so you can read it. Looks like some kind of plane. Silver Dart, it says it is. Now, if memory serves, there's a Silver Dart Arena around here somewhere. Probably named after that plane. Now, this is interesting. The trail curves away from the river, but... Oh, I see. This is a guardrail that protects you from the road that would go down when it was plowed. I get it. Oh, that was a park bench. Park bench hidden under the snow. Yes, I went often there in the winter. See, that's the clearest view of the river you can get right now. So I'll sort through all the pictures later and decide which one will be the thumbnail. Maybe it's yet to come. Maybe the thumbnail will be that broad expanse of the park before I take the left turn in the trail. We'll find out. And there's the 2 CER Trail Builders sign. Zoom in on that later. It doesn't seem to suggest the year they did it. There's a different view of the river. Ooh, 1972, Petawawa Bridge collapse. Okay, let's take a look at that info sign up close and personal. There. Bridge connecting the base and the rest of the province as part of Highway 17 was closed in May 1972. And the bridge sagged under the truck. Oh, okay. There's the woods, and there's the road through the woods. This reminds me, all these trails and everything with the snow, and it remind me of when I used to take those weekly walks east of my parents' house, because it was originally an acre off the farm, so the farm, you know, they gave us permission to walk all the trails all the way back to the woods and everything. I kind of regret now that I didn't take any pictures of that whole area. Ah, here we go. See, someone went this way, so I'll follow the trail now that I can see it. And we'll go up into the point by the river. Didn't go that far. I'm going to go a bit further. All the way past the dead tree, all the way to the end. That's where I'm going to go so I can stand out there and get a good unobstructed view of the river. You can hear it off to our left. Well, I bought these boots for only $50 from Walmart 3 years ago, but they're serving well. I mean, a couple of the boot loops, lace loops broke, but that was the only thing that went wrong. See all the park benches and everything up here. I don't know how much further I could go along here. I'll probably just stop, because that looks like some kind of retaining wall, so I think I'm going to stop right here, get the picture of the river from both sides, make my way back to the park trail, and go from there. Park we are. Here's a good picture. And we're back at the entrance that leads to the road, which when it's summer I'll actually be able to use. And there's the 3 flags. Maybe they're the flags of Petawawa, I'm not sure. And we're approaching someone now, so I'm going to pause until I'm past them. Well, I'm going to have to interrupt the video a bit now. There are people approaching, both from behind me and in front of me, but at least there's the lake, and there's, well, the river. There's that. So I'll pause for now. Okay, I'm back. So there's a better view where the river turns sharply left, which we're going to do as we round the trail up here. And look, wade up to a house right there. Yeah. So we'll get the good pictures this way and get back to the car, and then one of my hands doesn't have to be cold anymore. So next time I try to do some outdoor winter video, I'm going to bring the digital camera for 2 reasons. Number 1, it will keep my hands warm. Number 2, I'll be able to see the screen a lot better. Now, it's a cloudy day, so the screen isn't as dim as it would be on a sunny day. But it does make it a lot easier with the digital camera to tell what I'm aiming at when I'm filming. And there's a nice view of the retaining wall through the trees. You can see it in the distance beyond that one little tree there. And there's the wooden gazebo again. And there ahead of us is the trail we're going to head up to. Now this trail, the way it slopes up like this reminds me of the trail that rounds around Kempenfelt Bay in Barrie. And if I do end up getting postage aboard in the summer, that will give me an opportunity to get pictures and video of the Gordon Lightfoot Trail along the shore of Lake Couchiching in Orillia, where it goes out to Atherley. Kempenfelt Bay Trail in Barrie. Yes. I will make up for the fact that I didn't get video in 05 through 08 when I lived there. I'll get it now. I do have some pictures from February of 16 when I went along that trail, but I didn't think to get video at the time. I'll make up for it now. There you go. Not sure how much I was just recording there. But if that didn't get recorded, what I was saying is this reminds me of where Kempenfelt Bay arcs around in Barrie and goes straight out into Lake Simcoe. And if I get sent to that base again, I'll be able to get pictures and video of all the trails I used to walk more than 15 years ago. And now we're heading back up, so there's a picture of the trees, and we'll see if we get a couple more pictures en route. And you know, I at least got some pictures when I was in Cold Lake of walking along the river trail. I didn't think a lot of taking video back then. I mean, I had a few snippets, like if you ran across wild animals or something, or when I was at Mount Edith Cattle and I got the, the avalanche snow falling down the side of the mountain or something. I never thought to take daily vlogs or trip-based video back then. So a lot of the videos from before 2022 are actually going to be narrated picture slideshows with a bit of the video footage interspersed inside them. The good thing is, when I was here, I guess it was 10 months ago or so, maybe April or May, I at least made sure to post that video almost immediately. Now we're up to 25 minutes, and I hope I didn't babble on and bore anyone too much, but you consider this a weekly vlog. I mean, started work again this past week, and I'll find out where I'm posted on Monday, at least verbally. The messages shouldn't come out in March, but what I'll do is, when March comes, if I find out that I have been posted, I'll make an official announcement on the video and say, so you have about 4 or 5 months until my home changes. I'll do an apartment tour like I did in 2022. I think I posted that. We'll see.